Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Neremik, welcome back to more of Minecraft Hardcore. Now I'm recording this video a little bit late at night, so apologies if my voice is a little bit low. I'm sure it'll sound fine in editing, but yeah, just so you guys know. But as promised last episode, we were going to go mining because we needed some gold to make sure our monorail had all the stuff to go crafting what I presumed to be the obscene amount of powered rails we'd need. Now, after doing about 5 minutes of research, I've come to the realization that actually we don't need to go mining at all. If I'm planning for this thing to be slow, we do not need nearly as much gold. In fact, I did a little cap. We've got like 3 and a bit stacks. That's more than enough for what I want to do, so we don't need to go mining. But I still want to have an episode where we kind of just have a break. And, well, this is that kind of break episode. So we're just going to wander, we're just going to chill. We're going to have the same vibes as a mining episode where we're just kind of doing something, you know, we're still playing Minecraft, but a lot of the discussion is going to kind of be whatever comes to us. It's going to be very vibey, very cool, and yeah. So, I figured we'd kind of just go on a little bit of an adventure, because, I kind of just felt like I kind of want to head in that direction, kind of head in this direction. It's like, oh, I don't know where to go. But I figured we'd start by coming here, because we're going to head in either of these directions anyway, so I figured it makes sense that I was terrified he was mad at me. But I figured it'd make sense if we came here. And in case you don't know, this is actually the world spawn point. Why so many spiders? So many spiders and nothing else. Of course, it's the ones that give me the heebie-jeebies. Nuh-uh, never mind. I'm going to get it in the water, so you can't touch me. But yeah, this was the spawn point, and honestly, I have gone back and forth in my head a little bit about you know, obviously you can see a little fraction of our base over there, but I do wonder what what kind of base would have built if I decided, okay, I'll settle down here directly on the spawn point. I think if this was a survival world, the thing is that definitely would have been what happened, because I can't lose my house if it's the world spawn point. But you know, I think I pass by them and just kind of start off on that little conversation topic, because it's like, yeah, sincerely, what would I build? Because it's like probably like, you know, like you gotta imagine like the chance for us in the first episode where we chose to settle anywhere else was kind of high. You know, we didn't have to go that direction. We could have any number of different directions, maybe in the same direction, but taken one maybe slight different turn that ultimately changed where we settled and how the trajectory of the series went, which I find very interesting. Maybe that's just on my mind because I'm making a adventure game for uni / visual novel. But yeah, it is an interesting thing. Like, what little, you know, choice maybe I settled there. Just interesting. But yeah, we're just gonna have a chat, me and you. We kind of need to impromptu come up with these things, because I can't, you know, it feels all professional and it doesn't feel as, you know, real if I don't let the conversation topics come to me naturally. You know, it feels fabricated, then it doesn't feel right. So, did I leave that there episodes ago, or did I just decide I didn't want to be attached to that tree anymore? But yeah, I gotta say, this world seed has like an affinity, I'm telling you, for Dark Oak Forest. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe they signed it like a contract, so that's just how it would be. But seriously, there are so many Dark Oak Forests here. Like, not that I mind, I really do like them, other than the fact they make, you know, mobs spawn a fair bit more than other places. But you know, generally, I love the way they look. I mean, especially with the shader pack, I've really grown to like love the vibrant shaders, because it's like, I mean, everything looks like a movie and screenshot worthy, doesn't it? I mean, it's like, come on, it's like, damn, that's just someone in the ocean and it looks like a James Cameron movie. Anyway, I think we've reached the end of where we can run for the time being, so I really want to foot it in this direction, because I think the furthest exploration we've done this way, and I could be very wrong, it was like straightforward, so I can only lean a little bit to the right. I kind of had a mental map of where I've explored forward and to the right before, and I kind of want to go more to the left of that. Obviously that was more like extreme, going more right than forward, but yeah, I mean, I just want to find like somewhere new, you know, somewhere cool, see the sights. Obviously this series map started on 1.17 and then 1.18 dropped, so I'm probably going to run into a point where there's a world border or kind of a crossover in that, where we start seeing some of those newer things, which would be interesting, because I have stories, I have things about stuff, and honestly, even if it's just seeing a little bit of a landform that reminds me of something or a specific biome, I can jog my memory and, you know, shift the course of the conversation, which I like. You know, it's cool. But until it happens, that thing I'm building, why not? I'll enlighten you guys a little bit, because basically, in case you don't know, I am a third-year university student. I'm in my final year, and in the UK, a lot of university courses, if not all of them, have you do something called a dissertation. And I think this is like possibly an international thing, maybe it's called something else in America, but basically, it's a lot of words about a piece of research you conduct. And like, you can do them at different stages. I'm doing a bachelor's degree, which means it doesn't need to be super deep. But as I'm on a games development course, my word count is reduced in favour of me making something called an artifact. Obviously, depending on the course, your artifact may change, it's just something you make, but for my course it is a video game or a piece of software. So, I'm making a game, to basically cut it short. And in case you're wondering what I'm researching into, it is basically, I can justify all this, like I don't need to cite this, thankfully I can just talk candidly about my research thing without needing to back it. Well, I've already done the research, it's in the paper. But basically, it is in a visual novel, which we've played a few of them on the channel, and there's different ways you can measure it, but generally it's just a story told through a game, sometimes with branching story paths, sometimes with extra gameplay things in. What do people prioritize more? Do they prioritize visuals or audio more? With the hypothesis being, in a visual novel, as the main thing is just watching stuff on the screen, there's no gameplay to say, inform the experience. Oh, I hate that noise, can I just say for the record? But basically my hypothesis... Oh, wasn't there a thing? Fuck that, I hate that, I actually die. Like, cease to exist, I actually hate that with a burning passion. I'm kind of happy I didn't get jump scared. But basically, my hypothesis is this game boils down purely into audio and visual elements and then storytelling. If I made two versions of the game, one with a lot of visual features and one with a lot of audio features, so say, we kind of have funky UI, a bunch of different sprites, backgrounds in one, and then we have voice acting, background music that changes, etc., and sound effects in one, which one will people choose? Of course I'll have elements of each other just to kind of make it less obvious, like, you want an audio book or nothing with, a visual thing with no audio, it's like, I gotta mix and match them. But generally, I'm gonna make this game, gonna split it down into two different builds, and at the end I will put it together so you can play the definitive edition, because, my conclusion's 100% gonna be, together they make the best experience, but this one seems to be the one to prioritize, depending on whatever that may be. And I just have people test it. They fill out a feedback form, I do that, I compile it, run the numbers, and yeah, I basically just find out, in that specific instance with that game, which did people have a better reception for. Now, if you're wondering why I'm saying this on my YouTube channel, I subtly asked one of my tutors, my channel, by the way, is not a secret, most people at university know I've got one, but I subtly slipped the idea that, asking, could I possibly just give this to random people online? And I didn't say explicitly I'd be giving it to you guys. I said, oh, what if I used online survey platforms so anyone could fill it out? Or, if I put it on blogs, and they're like, oh yeah, that's fine. If they do it and they fill out your survey, that's still data. So, hey, if you guys fancy playing my game and giving me some feedback through a survey, by all means. Full disclosure, after looking at the price to get voice actors, even for something quite short, like what I'm making to make, oh god, it's expensive. So if you guys do play it, you will have to handle my voice acting, which hey, I've been practicing. This channel's equipped me for this, has it? Probably not. Are you gonna maul me to death? I don't think so. Okay, thank you. But yeah, no, I'm putting up the voice act a bunch of the characters just to keep the costs of hiring people to do stuff down. Because I want to do it properly. I don't need AI and stuff that doesn't feel right. But yeah, that might be something you guys see. I might have to make a video on, say, Neremik 1 and Neremik 2, just saying, hey, I'm doing a thing. I probably will turn the results of my research into a Neremik 2 video, because it's that shit would just bang in the algorithm, I think. But yeah, just something I'm looking to do. Yeah, well, no, would you guys find that interesting? A lot of other people have done different things, and I honestly think, out of my class, I think mine is the most interesting, and in fact, it's so interesting, and you guys are gonna hate this, because, you thought the discussion was done? Nah, the discussion wasn't done. My university pushed me to apply for a conference, where I present my research to a room full of people. Yeah, so it's a thing in the UK, basically. I'm an undergraduate/bachelor's student, which means I qualify to go to places to present undergraduate research, and I've been accepted for this year, so at some point in April, you might see a Neremik's Train Travesty, a mini, of me going to this thing with the university to present. I will have research now, go on the stage, and I can do a presentation about my research, which is, crazy, because, I'm just saying, you gotta admit, I'm not wanna say, I may be well equipped for a job without much backing. But what I am saying is that, why, this isn't the ocean, why have you spawned here? And B, I run the motherfucking Neremik YouTube channel, you know? Put me on a stage in front of people with some research to present and like, I think it's gonna bang. Again, the thing is I'll probably have to have my full name attached to it, which is like, kind of wanted to not have that be associated with the channel. Like, I've done my best to hide my true identity, but it would probably have my actual name attached to it, but you gotta admit, me presenting at a conference on a stage, oh, I'm sorry, that has got like, oh, you know, we're gonna have fun with it, But, yeah, so, again, if you guys see a little community post going out, a little mini video about that in the future, then by all means, feel free to give my thing a get thing, and yeah, you may help me create results, which I can then talk about to a room full of, like, academic professionals in London. Like, yeah, it's like, bro, right, they're putting me on a stage. What the fuck? Oh, ha, right, okay. Ho, ha. I think I almost died, but I didn't. Can I? Huh. Well, it's not helpful. Okay, can I just like keep doing this? Like, I can play this game all day long. Just let me out. Let me out. Oi. Is this solid ground? It's solid ground, okay. I should really keep better lookout for that. Yeah, no. To be fair, I haven't run into powders so much. I had one Minecraft save specifically with a friend where we ran into it like profusely. And that's the only time I've really had to deal with it. Beyond that, I've never really like ran into it much. So whenever I do, it's kind of like a, oh, I need to get my bearings and remember where I am. Either way, I'm past some pretty nice looking areas, I gotta say. But let's keep it going. Like, what else can we talk about? You know, kind of move away, like, we want to go through a bunch of different topics, you know, as much of a vibe as I'm sure me talking about my dissertation and whatnot stuff is, that's all a little while off. So let's talk about some more present stuff. I mean, I did see that they're adding in fox/wolf types into Minecraft, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's okay. I still stand by a lot of what I said in the Neremik 2 video, that I don't think customization should be at the forefront of certain design decisions, but it's like, it is what it is. It's probably not going to be the whole update, fingers crossed. Then yeah, I suppose time shall tell. And, okay, is it just me? But why is that cliff so high? Like, huh? Are we heading into a world border? I feel as though, with like the drop-offs and big cliffs, I feel as though this is a world border. Well, not a world border, but you know what I mean, like the chunk border. I feel as though we're getting into that kind of area, like, we haven't ran into any of those. I mean, okay, so we ran into powdered snow there, so maybe we passed the world border a while ago. I gotta say, I did read somewhere actually that Mojang did make efforts to make world borders less noticeable in recent versions, which they kind of like blend them together, which I kind of like, you know. That's cool. I respect that. And ooh, cherry tree, more cherry trees in a village. Ooh, don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I just, you know, meander on over. You know, have a snoop around the village. And oh, okay, now that brings back memories. So you know that world save I was talking about where I ran into powdered snow? I have it. And honestly, it's one of my favorite things I've ever made. I really should tour it sometime. Like, you know, because yeah, I'm sure you guys are pretty much aware of the realm tours I've done. I reference those realms a lot, but I don't think I've actually toured this one in particular. But seeing these kind of big mountains has actually brought back, you know, it's brought it to the forefront of my mind. So, this server, right, it ran, beginning 2022-ish, around that time period. But basically, what it was, we found a seed where it was just a ring of mountains, and in the middle was a massive lake that went super far down, and it was cool as hell, man. And I mean, yeah, it was just cool. That's literally all there is to it. But I want to tour that at some point. I feel as though, like, because there are a lot of worlds that I like had and whatnot, where like at some point I'm probably gonna lose the save, and touring them's a nice way to archive them. Hell, the you know, obviously the realm tour I talk about, the one that actually did make it to YouTube. You know, like that's not even in its complete state. Like, it's from like I think a week or two before that realm finished and closed down. Oh, God, that looks like some out of a cinematic masterpiece. Can I just say? But yeah, no, the realms also acts like a nice little preservation in a way, which I fuck with immensely. I'm like a huge defender of preservation. I think it's a shame Yuzu and Citra got taken down by Nintendo, but equally the management teams for those were playing it really fast and loose with the rules. Like, no, you don't charge money for an emulator. It just, like, no, that's like legal trouble 101. But yeah, I do want to talk that at some point though, because I think then A, you guys have an idea of what I'm going on about, and B, I get to share my cool as fuck design decisions with you all, which is like, maybe that's a secondary objective, but still, I sometimes think I am like God's great gift to Minecraft designers. Like, I'm clearly like no green, but I have fun, and I am extremely satisfied with whatever I make. So I have about the same satisfaction level of green, but that's about where the comparisons end. Oh, huh. I've not run into one of these for ages. Well, encountered one of them, not actually going to run into it at all, because what the heck? Huh? Is that lava's still spawning in, I think. Oh my god, oh my actual word. What the fuckins? God, I really want to film that realm tour now. Like, it's 12:25 AM for the record, but like, oh, I'm sorry, just, see, you know, I say like random little things I see just like ping my memory. It's like, yeah, I should mention that. I'm sure sometimes I'll, in these videos where I kind of ramble, it'll be one of those cases where it's like, I've already mentioned this, because, you know, oh, like, trigger my memory in, like, the same way it maybe has in the past. So I was trying to avoid that, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, can't help it sometimes. And, ooh. Okay, I'm sorry, that is screaming, I have a deep dark at the bottom of me, which I kind of don't want to test to see if is true. But, oh my god, a little cherry biome. I'm like, we've never been here before, have we? Cherry like flower color. I'm bleeding loving this. Can I just say how much I'm loving this? Like, I don't know. There is something always charming, and I definitely found this out a long time ago. This is nothing new, but there is something charming about just running through a Minecraft world with shaders on. Like, it makes everything just look nicer, you know, like pop more. But I mean, if you want to talk about things pinging my memory, oh, okay, that's what I want to see. I want to see what's going on with these. Like, if I could find a similar kind of setup as to that realm I described, with like a ring of mountains with a lake in the middle, sign me up. That is like our new house, or at least the secondary one. But yeah, no, as I was saying, mini distraction. I wasn't as impressive as I was hoping it would be. I really should play some more multiplayer Minecraft with people, get into realms. I mean, someone did actually invite me to his, like, you know, it's kind of bad, right? Because I'm sure I've mentioned a lot, oh, I super enjoy Minecraft Realms, because I think when I want to impress someone with what I'm building, and I can make stuff with the consideration of other people in mind, okay, this is a secret passage, it'll be cool for some to know, I think I perform my best. And apparently, those comments made their way back to one of my friends. I don't know if they just intermittently tuned into the channel or something in one of the episodes where I discussed past Minecraft worlds, but they reached out to me and they were like, hey, I'm starting a new Minecraft server with some friends from university. I'm like, I don't know none of these people. Do you want to join? And part of me is like, okay, first of all, I'm like the only person invited. Like the rest of these people, like, I'm the only person that doesn't attend this university that has been invited, and it's like, B, I know there is a good chance he tuned into Minecraft Hardcore and heard me going like, oh, I effing love these Minecraft Realms XYZ as an example, and he was like, okay, fine, when you get the invite, in which case it'd be really awkward if he's watching. But thanks for the invite, I appreciate it. I'll build my actual house soon. Sorry, it's just a water elevator in a mountain. That tends to happen for the first few days. Hey, maybe if that realm ends up really good and I'm able to get a save of it, maybe I'll tour that one too. Yeah. Oh god, I keep like trying to go onto a certain conversation topic and then like kind of just like sidelining myself, which isn't helpful. It isn't helpful, but I mean it's leading to a very fun and varied conversation, if anything. So there's that. There's that. How far away are we, by the way? Are we like... Oh, we're like far away. Okay. Should we start heading this way maybe a little bit? Nah, I like the mountains too much. I'm going to stay in the mountains. To be fair, It's like I'm hiking through the mountains, and it reminds me of the weirdest thing. It's like I'm hiking through a mountain. It'll remind me of like a time that I did the single hike in my life in July 2019, which I kind of want to extend this recording, so I'm having really like an insane amount of fun just jumping between all these different topics. But in case you don't know, to cut a long story short, if you've ever heard me say the words NCS in reference to anything that has driven this channel forward, it is to do with a thing I did in July 2019. It's like a British government incentive, but I had a kind of spur of imagination towards a Neremik 2 video, because if you followed this channel and you've seen the videos, you'll have heard like I really appreciate how that opportunity is given to young people. I think it's sick. Like I went on it and it 100% changed me and my life for the better, because it was just fucking cool. And like I want to make a video that appreciates that on the Neremik 2. I think, you know, that's like it's kind of like nice. It's positive. The issue is it's like, how the hell do I work that into a Neremik 2 video? Like, at what point does British government summer camp incentive and video game / media discussion and review intersect? So I kind of set myself that as a goal. How can I write a video where I work, you know, NCS into a regular Neremik 2 videos topic? And I was went to like, I think 3:20 last night and coming up with little ideas for what I could do, and I think I got it. And in the same way, I'm probably going to come to you guys and ask, hey, what do you think of this for my dissertation when I get around to eventually testing the game, once I've got all the assets and built it and whatnot. I want to run something past you guys now, consider it like the preliminary interview for any future research I do, and when I come asking you guys your opinions on stuff and whatnot. But basically, this is like a really kind of congruent link, but the video would establish that it has a different purpose than just discussing what I'm talking about, but what I'm talking about fulfills the purpose for me to talk about the other thing disguised. So the video actually opens not talking about, you know, the actual experience itself, but instead about how, well, kind of my observation of a trend that on this channel, Wii Sports videos kind of do well. You know, they kind of do really well. Not just Wii Sports, but Wii Fit, Wii Play. You know what I mean? If you follow the channel long enough, you'll see what I mean. Like, those videos kind of bang. And it starts off as an analysis, or kind of like a hypothesis even, I think it'd be better to say, about, okay, I've seen this. Why could this be the case? Speaking of why could this be the case, God, okay, what happened here? Lava pit also. But yeah, I kind of go into it from that angle. You can tell there's a fire because my frames are dropping like hell. But I use that, and that's the beginning of the video, basically. Why the hell are people so, like, fond of Wii games? Because, I mean, the immediate answer was nostalgia. Like, I point that out. But what else is there at play here? Which that's the initial video, which allows me to segue into what I want to talk about. Which is funny when you realize what I want to talk about is just a passing mention to the experience as a whole, and then going into a brief side tangent on that, and that's it. Like, for context, by the way, this isn't the video I'm meant to be working on. I'm meant to be working on a review / top-up review for Persona 3 Reload, but it was an interesting thing. So I wanted to talk about it on the channel, but I knew I can't fit it into Persona 3 Reload. I could, but it wouldn't feel as natural as a Wii. And honestly, I think the segue is very good, and it's very effing poignant, almost. Like, I was thinking, okay, how's this match? And after 5 minutes, I thought, if I go this route, I might have a chance to make it seem natural. Honestly, if I bring it out, I think it'll be like a Marmite video where, like, you either love it or you hate it. Sorry, I keep messing up my bread. But I'd be interested to see what reception it gets when it releases, because it intrigues me. Like, it does look at nostalgia for the Wii, which I know is a well-performing video topic, but I would be interested to see how people respond to the kind of the pivot in topic matter, you know, like, yeah, like I'm like, oh yeah, people think this and this, right? And it's like, oh god, I match these categories. There we go, that's the pivot. Which maybe doesn't make a lot of sense, because I am just speaking in kind of like, I'm not even sure what I'd call it, like Neremik 2 draft script speak. But I would be interested to see, like, in here, what people have to say about it. Like, people engage with like my spin-offs in like the Traitors, Restaurant City videos, those little ones. So I'm interested to see if people kind of fuck with their sequel, or maybe it's like a step too far. Either way, it'll be interesting, and that's what matters. Like, at the very least, that video will not be boring. It might be strange, but it won't be boring. Also, God, these hills, man. I'm telling you, I don't know, something about them. Again, I don't know. Maybe I should get into hiking. I mean, I don't know. I definitely don't live anywhere near where hiking is particularly common. Well, it's not like something I can just pop out and do for a day, I'll give you that much, but I don't know, at the same time, I just effing love the vibes. I mean, could you imagine just like walking through the hills with like a music player in? Probably music downloaded to your phone because of like bad reception, but like, man, I don't know, that just seems like a vibe. I've done it once before and I really want to do it again. I mean, this is like one of those interests where you have it for a day and then it vanishes. Again, if Neremik 2 covered like a more wide range of stuff, that would immediately be on the thing as well. It's like, why do? I wouldn't even be able to tackle it like that. I'd probably have to tackle it like, why do you go through a Minecraft or Sims phase where you're super obsessed with it for a few days and then never touch it again? Because I think I either have to like do that with academic research, where it's like, okay, science says this, or it's just me bullshitting, and it's like, okay, here's what I think. Not what the professional thinks, what me, Neremik 2 thinks. The more reputable source, clearly. Oh, God. Well, I'm actually going to stick with that. I'm going to go for a little while longer until I wrap this recording up, because, I don't know, I'm vibing with this, you know. I like, really am. Maybe I shouldn't, because obviously every minute I go longer is the later I'm recording, and I try to be courteous and not record mega late, but, I don't know, there's... I don't know, something about this recording that just, in my head, feels right. Like I don't know how to describe it beyond that, but it just like, yeah, you know? Just like, yeah. Yeah, or maybe you don't. Maybe you think I'm just like spitting insane stuff and you're eyeing the skip to next in playlist button. In which case, fair. And then again, I found in my little YouTube analytics tabs that like people are willing to listen to me chat a wide variety of shit in the mining episodes of this series. Like obviously this is kind of meant to be kind of a break episode where we take a break and whatnot, and it's meant to be structured like that. So I can draw the parallels. I'll draw them, but it's like I always find it's like, okay, why the retention on these is as good, sometimes even better than a regular episode, and it's like you wouldn't think that, you know, like this is an episode where like my expectations are like zero. It exists to essentially, like in its basic form, fill an upload slot because I'm behind and need to record something and I do it anyway, and prove I didn't cheat the materials in. Like, you wouldn't expect them to bang well, but you know, over time I grew to enjoy the chats, and apparently you guys did too, which, you know, I like, you know, and I definitely curate an audience which likes the content I'm putting out, so I mean I suppose it's no surprise that you enjoy the content I'm putting out, but at the same time it's always a pleasant surprise when something does better than expected, because I mean I have fun doing them. It's not particularly like high investment, you know, I'd argue something doesn't need to be high investment to be good content, but no, I respect and appreciate that you guys, you know, you fuck with them as well. That said, I've got one hell of a walk back. If you're wondering why I've been nabbing so many hay bales, it is 100% because I will need to craft an obscene amount of bread for the back trip. But I mean, God, I don't know, something about wandering aimlessly in Minecraft, just it has something about it, like some like spark, you know. I mean, also at least for, oh my word, okay. But at least for me personally, it always reminds me of a very, very, very old video. I don't remember how long it is. I think it's 6 hours, could be longer. But it was on La Vie SMP Season 2, where I, like this person, by the way, I don't speak to them any other day of the year pretty much. We'll say hi occasionally, but like we haven't really spoke much since. But they always message me on my birthday. But me and the person who in the video is called Guru Sam, just walked 100,000 blocks. It documents only the last 50,000 of that, because that's when I realised I should have started walking, but it's just, I don't know, whenever I like do a little bit of random wandering through Minecraft, especially in the hills, it'll even make me think, oh, I should go hiking, but it also reminds me of the filming of that video, because, I don't know, is it just me, or is there something about wandering in Minecraft that just, like, it just scratches an itch where you could do it for hours and hours and hours, and you can look at all the different stuff and go, oh, that's cool. Because it's like, you know, a lot of people, they might go for a wander, but like, you know, like the other thing, how many people have a Minecraft world where they don't leave in 1,000 by 1,000 area? Or if they do, they find one biome and go back to what they know. I mean, especially on like the Legacy Consoles editions where the world size was limited, it's like, only people don't go for a wander, but you know, the more you wander, the more you see. I mean, we've seen a hell of a lot of birch forest and mountains today, but like, it just, I don't know, it just feels, I don't know, cool. Like, I mean, case in point, something looks cool. I mean, that little like crevice there. Oh my, actually, I need to get in a boat and check that out. Like, I'm running over time here. Oh well. Like, oh my word, that. Oh my actual god, that. Like, you see what I mean? You go for a wander and like, even if you think, oh, this seed isn't great because it doesn't get good for 1,000 bucks, well, it's like, oh my god, like that's cool as hell. I don't know. And I do find that my barrier to being impressed with myself is like second to none. I write 25 words and go, hey, it's better than 0 on this essay, but shit, I've got something doing on Monday, don't I? And here I am recording Minecraft at 30 minutes past midnight. But, I don't know, just something about wandering in this game, just, I don't know. It just feels like addicting, you know? It's like, I mean, granted, I feel as though I have gotten slightly addicted due to the fact that, you know, I'm willing to go over the regular episode length and then the extended episode length I set. Because, I mean, I'm just enjoying this. I'm enjoying this. It doesn't feel like I'm inherently wasting my time or yours. It just feels like, you know, this is chill. I mean, honestly, if I was looking for alternative career paths, I could always start an ASMR channel and, you know, I could do, ooh, whisper to Minecraft gameplay. I need a better microphone. Oh, obviously, but, you know, I could do it. I mean, I'm certainly in a state of zen. Why not put some other people in it? And collect ad revenue, obviously. And also tell you about, like, my wide variety of sponsors that I, you know, have accumulated. And, oh, hey, oh, look, I like that. That looks cool. It looks like it goes into a cave, too. Like, it's already carved out where your house can be for you. How kind of them. How kind of them. Like, I think what I'll do is I'll end this video when I find a landmark, because I'm having too much fun to stop, is the issue. And it's like, what are you working towards? Nothing. Only just eating through your food reserves. I mean, technically I am up in my food reserves because of what I've nicked from the villagers, but, you know, point stands. It's like, I'm not working towards anything, but I'm having the time of my life, and it doesn't feel like I'm wasting it at all. I mean, if I still went for, like, can you imagine if I still went for that mining episode? Like, I feel as though I kind of wasted my time because I didn't need the resources, but this feels like a nice little break in the schedule. But it's like, hell yeah, 30 and a bit minutes worth of me just wandering through, not doing anything of importance. It's like, yeah, this is a break. I don't know what exactly, but I don't know, it's just cool, man. Just cool. I fully love it. Again, shades make everything look like a little, you know, cinematic masterpiece of a movie. But man, I don't know. It's just nice. It's just really nice. I mean, to be fair, don't know how far away my my landmark is. In fact, we're approaching an ocean, which means we're going to be sailing away into the distance. I mean, I could head over that way, but it's not looking particularly good. I kind of like to. I stick with what I know because, you know, this looks nice, so we'll stick with it. But yeah, let's make our way over here. No hostile mobs. Have a nice little sleep. Ooh, little lava pit illuminating up the distance. I mean, you know, actually, again, maybe I'm just jumping from topic to topic to topic here. Like, how far away are we? Yeesh. All of a sudden, there's 50,000 blocks in either direction. It's like that. We've done almost like a fifth of that. Crazy times. But you know, yeah. I'm not sure how many of you know this, or if I should share this information, because again, this is quite old. But around the time that I was in, well, no, shortly after I left that Minecraft SMP, Wolvie's second season, and unfortunately the last. There was never a third. Would have probably banged actually. I mean. Actually, okay, before I get into this, honestly, I wonder what would have happened if I did one more Minecraft SMP. Like, I do wonder, because I think the SMP Season 2 was my final SMP that I did, if memory serves. I mean, the thing is, whereas I met a lot of people doing Minecraft SMPs, the issue is that, like, they were all my age back then, and the fear in my head now is, like, okay, you know, I could do that, like, you know, if I don't want to do hardcore and just do kind of casual survival, find new people to collab with, that's cool and all. The issue is, it's like, how many SMPs are there gonna be with like people my age within my sub count? I mean, there's probably like 1 or 2, but it's one of those where it's like, is the audience there and are the people all there? It's like, I don't want to walk into an SMP full of like 15, 16-year-olds, because it's like, you know. I mean, granted, I probably still have like the same sense of humor as when I was 16, but the point still stands. It's kind of a bit like, I'm half a decade older than you. What? You grew up knowing what an iPhone was. I grew up playing pinball on Windows XP. But I do wonder what it would be like. You know, it'd be an interesting little thing to do for content. I mean, again, I met a lot of good people. Honestly, if I found the right one, possibly. But I think, honestly, my style of content probably wouldn't appeal to them nowadays. But maybe I'm wrong. Again, if people, you know, if you're scouring Minecraft YouTube to recruit someone, feel free to let me know I'm wrong in the comments, and I'll have a look. Obviously, that's not going to happen as long as this series is running, but it's interesting to entertain the thought, like, what if I did another SMP series back then, or even now? Like, how would it be? I mean, again, I mean, even if I did it now, if I wanted to do it with the people I wanted to do it with, a lot of them do not make content anymore, like, full stop. Or if they do, it's like heavily pivoted away from like let's play Minecraft stuff. It's like, I mean, to be fair, if I did a let's get the gang back together style SMP, that would get over the, you know, half a decade age difference. At least I think so. I think so. See, we got one anomaly in there, which I just didn't account for. But you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm definitely not sure. I'm definitely starting to yap on a little bit, but maybe. Oh, actually, no, I don't think Levy was my final SMP. I think the final SMP I ran would have been, I think it was Glazed SMP. I think that was the last SMP I did, and it was the one I ran. Because I ran Waffle United and then Glazed. I think. Possibly. It's possible. Again, I don't know my own channel's history. Yeesh. But, yeah. Sorry, I've got completely off track. I was originally going to talk about how I used to be in a Minecraft machinima making group. Yeah, honestly, if any of you knew that fact, or the fact I was going to bring it up, I salute you, because that was from a long, long time ago. But yeah, I was in two, yeah. Kind of gave it up a few years ago, just 'cause the group I was in fell apart. But honestly, again, same deal. You know, met a lot of good people, chill with them for ages, and then just kind of, you know, drifted apart as time went on. Didn't have. I had one writing credit, and I probably did like voices and stuff, and they'll like randomly pop up in years time. Like, did you voice this? And I was like, oh yeah, I did, and I entirely forgot about it. But yeah, I had like one machinima I wrote to my name, which we're approaching the 40-minute mark. Do I spill the tea on the Minecraft machinima I wrote this far into the recording? Because you can't view that machinima. You could have, for a time, but it's not up anymore. You know what? Yeah, why not? It's time for story time with Neremik. You know, I really should turn this into like an ASMR channel. Being funny, we're reaching the time where it's like, oh my god, like we're approaching double length episode territory here. But I feel as though this is like a natural little story to want to tell. Of course, like no ill will towards anyone mentioned in the story, because we all got along fair. It's probably admittedly a mistake that you can't watch it anymore, but I digress. So, I was in my first Minecraft machinima group for like a few months, and then it shut down. Basically, the people running it got busy with life and stuff, which when you consider we were 15, I thought, what a load of shit. But they were Americans, so maybe it's different over there. But it shut down, and then it kicked back up again, like a few months later, with the same people in charge, and I immediately had the same feeling of, why? You know, like, if life was getting busy for you then, maybe it's, like, gonna get more busy for you now, but regardless, it gets back in. Yeah, we had more people in and whatnot, but a lot of it's kind of the original crew, and, yeah, things are fine. We made a few. I think we remade one of our original machinimas, and, yeah, things were all good. Until they left again because life got busy. So that kind of put us in a weird spot. and I was just kind of there. Like, I wasn't the guy writing the stuff. Like, I wrote scripts when the first group was ongoing, that I could have repurposed. And I had a few ideas here and there. I hadn't written anything. So I was the guy that, whenever they needed someone, before there were mods that did it for you, I would dress up in a skin. My name MC looks awful because of it. If you wonder why it's a random skin, it's either I got hacked that one time during SMP Season 2, actually, or me doing Minecraft Machinima stuff. So, I was that guy. But, you know, I would write stuff on the side, maybe, like, speculatively see if anybody was interested in it with a very large question mark. And, hey, is that a mushroom biome? It's a... Holy shit, that's a mushroom biome. Well, that's certainly a landmark to end the episode on, and it's way bigger than the original one. It's just very far away. But yeah, I was that guy. And I was around, I kind of stuck with it. I wasn't on good terms with everyone, but I definitely played games with them more than I made machinimas with them. But the original people left, which meant the people that weren't busy, and some of the new people just kind of left to manage it. So we made a few. I think things definitely slowed down. It wasn't being ran, you know, as efficiently, because, you know, the people in charge kind of just pivoted, kind of like overnight. But yeah, we did fine, and that's kind of it. But the thing is with that change, I didn't want to be in charge, and it kind of fell to a few other people, and one by one those people left because the momentum we had kind of died. But it kind of just shrank and shrank and shrank over time, and the server doesn't exist anymore, which is one of those things where I kind of hate about Discord, where someone can just delete a server and it's like, oh, it's gone. So it's like, I have fond memories in both of the servers we had. I think actually the best record we have is the Skype chat, which they kicked everyone from, but the archive's still there, and then we swapped to Discord. Like, that's the only archive of that group's activity now. I don't even use Skype, so I'm kind of praying the record hasn't been wiped, and God, this place is huge. But we shrank, basically, after everyone left the second time. I think someone came back, tried to revitalize it, but didn't go anywhere, and it just kind of draped off. But that wasn't the end of it, because with a reduced pool of people, whereas previously I was not on the writing team, I was now very much on the writing team. It was also around this time we got involved with another channel that's quite big, slightly insulting. I think they're quite big in the space. I don't follow them as closely as I used to, but we got involved with them. We kind of like partnered with them to upload our stuff on there as well for like extra exposure, I think. Again, this is like, you gotta imagine this is like 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds trying to run a machinima channel. We didn't know what we were doing, but yeah, we basically just partnered up with them. So if we needed, say, voice actors or people to help out, we had them, and we just stuck the stuff on their channel because they had more subs. Yeah, that was basically the agreement. But with the group being small, I mean, I got writing privileges, and like a lot of the stuff I drafted, I was looking back on now in like a year and about 2 years. It wasn't as good as it could have been. There was some good stuff in there, but it was like series with episodes and episodes. I needed something shorter. So I wrote something shorter, and it was called Norman, which ended up being the final thing we made, because, well, to be entirely candid, I'm turning right, I see those fucking Guardians, but by the time it got made, the group had kind of shrank. And I'm not talking like shrank to, 10 people are inactive, no, I'm talking it was me, the guy in charge, and some other people that maybe hadn't left the server just yet. But honestly, I wrote the script, I helped out with like recording stuff whenever we needed it, and yeah, it got made. But we didn't stick it on our own channel, we stuck it on the channel of the people we partnered with. And I think it did well. I don't remember the final view count. Again, it's private, but I have it bookmarked, because I dug my YouTube history to find it. But yeah, no, it got made, it got put out, and I made a Minecraft machinima. I acted in it, I wrote it, I might have voice acted in the demos for it. I think. Yeah, it's been a little while, but yeah, as a fun little bit of Neremik history, I once made a Minecraft machinima with, honestly, at that point in that place's production cycle, me and one other guy. Like, honestly, I'm gonna drop names. Shout out to Hayden for getting that thing made, because I suck with like filmmaking and stuff. I'm definitely more of a writer, but honestly, shout out to him for bringing that thing over the finish line to being done. Because without him, it would not have seen the light of day. But yeah, no, it got made. But kind of after that, it was kind of obvious that was always going to be our last project, And at this point, I'm not just talking like our last project as a group. No, it's between like me and this guy. So I was a writer, he was the guy that edited it and recorded it, and I was body actor. Like we didn't actually have voice actors left by then, so we used Casting Call Club to get people. But yeah, that was, like in my head, that was like, okay, this is the last project, I think, and that was it. We kind of like taped off and whatnot, and we kind of just went and did our own thing. Which, hey, Mega Tiger, haven't ran into this band before, I don't think. But yeah, that was it. That was the end of the group, so to say. So naturally, with the end of that came kind of the end of our partnership with the other machinima, Slightly Insulting, where we put our stuff up. And with time, I think when they went to clear the channel up, our stuff, I don't know what happened, but like my video now, and I found this very funny, is members only. Like you've got to pay the money to watch the thing I wrote. And like the few other people in the group at the beginning of its production, and well, two of us were left by the end of it, made, which I find really funny because it's like a kind of badge of prestige. Like, really? What I made is that good? You're putting it behind like a paywall for your members? Oh, you should have. Like, honestly, part of me is tempted to become a member just so I can, you know, download it. And also, you know, it's a members only video. It's got a high bar of quality. Maybe see people saying in the comments. Like, to be fair, I think reacting to it would be good, because I can't comment on anything else, like, because I was just involved in writing and body acting. Like, I might recognize one thing I did that was a bit weird, but I mean, I think reacting to it would be good because, you know, I'm writing something new now for my uni thing. Maybe I can take some pointers, possibly, maybe even just nick a few names or like the odd plot point or idea, you know. It's like, it is how it is. But that is a yeah, it's a little footnote in Neremik history that went on for a few years. Every now and then I will get a message from Hayden, who put it over the finish line. He was like, "Hey, I'm working on a new project. Want to help out?" And it's like the answer's always no. I'm too busy. It's like I don't got those weeknights free to body act and write and plan and film. But it was a fun footnote. And then one of the original owners of the group as well. Every now and then we'll have a round of golf with friends and talk about the olden times, and it's always a fun catch up. But yeah, that's it's a little fun Neremik history lesson, I guess, and the event you were ever interested in that, there you go. Yeah, seriously, maybe I should buy membership to Slightly Insulting's channel to watch it again. Because, I mean, if I'm my own worst critic and I think it's okay, then maybe that means other people thought it was good. I mean, the few comments I remember reading before it was set to members only, were that people thought it was alright and asking if there was a sequel. I drafted one, it was a bit shit, but there was one. I don't think I finished it, but it was interesting. Notice how I've like not explained the plot of this thing at all. That's deliberate. This is actually a huge this entire video and the weird runtime and whatnot is all a deliberate marketing ploy for you to go and buy memberships to the Slightly Insulting Machinima YouTube channel to watch the machinima I made, like, well, helped make 4 to 5 years ago. Definitely. Honestly, I think they forget I exist. But you know, it's the thought that counts. It's the thought that counts, and I played like Fortnite with the people in charge there once, so it's like, yeah, we're basically best friends. Complete lies. But yeah, I honestly, I got like a feeling in my heart telling me that that's probably right to where to end the episode. I mean, we've like capital double you wandered, you know, like, we've not just been for a wander, we have legitimately been for a double wander, because, you know, we're at, well, double the length of one of our regular wanders. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I don't know, this felt like oddly relaxing. Like, again, I think this is probably, it kind of felt like an episode I needed. Like, this is just a break, you know. It's like, I enjoyed it though. Like, I've had like a massive smile on my face just kind of chatting shit the entire time. And honestly, you know, if I ever want to try like diversifying into a different channel or whatnot, this is this kind of style of content, just kind of talking and rambling, well, traversing in Minecraft, I honestly could see as being something good if you know, I thumbnailed and tiled it correctly. Obviously different. Whoa, what the fuck? Okay, really fucking such a zen mood, and a singular berry bush makes me lose it. Yep, that's enough for you. Anyway, I think I'm gonna head back, but I'm gonna keep running forward because, you know, metaphors and stuff. Talking about filmmaking, I keep running forward until the last second, and they only turn around off camera to hide my true intentions from the audience end scene. Or maybe it's just so, you know, if I see something cool, I can take a screenshot of it, which I'm probably not going to see anything new on the way back. And okay, see what I'll tell you. But yeah, that's it for now. I'm not going to go see how much memberships are to that channel and go from there. So, yeah, if you have enjoyed, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. It does all help a bunch. It lets me know that you're doing some more of this and all that good stuff. I have got one hell of a journey ahead of me, but I'll probably end up doing that off camera or while this is exporting. But until next time, with all that said and all that aside, thanks for watching, guys. My name has been Neremik, and peace. Are you going to attack me? Nah. Out.